The second time I returned to Disney World was there's a movie called Noises Off. Sometimes I got to recommend these things to you people because many of you live in cultural wastelands. I can see that you message me. Sometimes I'll friend you back. And I know that there's a movie called Noises Off with Michael Caine, John Ritter, Christopher Walken, Mary Lou Henner, fucking Carol Burnett. It's about a Broadway play that just falls apart every night and everybody hates each other. And it really gets close to what it is to be in any type of arts where everyone hates each other and everyone's a delusional psychopath who thinks they're essential. And Michael Caine has a line in this that I absolutely love. He's talking about how bad the play was. And he goes, nothing could prepare us. I think it was Cleveland. He goes, nothing could prepare us for Cleveland. It was the final horror. And I always remember the second time I went to Disney World was the final horror. I was in a dance troupe because I was an actor. I was a thespian. I was an actor, and you had to learn how to dance and sing to be a child actor. So I was a tap dancer, and I was in a school in Long Island, New York called Legs. They're very creative in Long Island. Have we mentioned that? Have we touched on the limitless creativity and talent of those people? I think we have. Well, the school was called Legs, and I was chosen to be the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy in the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy dance number, which is a song, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company B. And I was a little fat preteen, just starting to go through puberty, just starting to get my newly fat body. As my mother said to me once, she goes, you're a mesomorph. You collect weight in your stomach. I'm like, well, how about we not eat fast food every night and watch television? Could anyone suggest another course of action? Thank God for like Joe Rogan telling people how to be healthy. Thank God. Everything now is about the celebration of being 700 pounds and on 9 medications. Like, thank God that there are some people out there that go, maybe that's not the move, okay? So we go down there as a dance troupe. I'm the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. I don't know what you think when you think you're going to perform at Disney World. You probably imagine that there's going to be some magical, big theater, or like it's going to be at night. It's going to be well lit. There's going to be a lot of people that are excited to see you or whatever. They set up a stage by the bathrooms, and it was in the middle of the day, and it was dog heat, Florida humidity. Okay. And a lot of people in the dance troupe, because they were from Long Island, were a bit paunchy. Even the ladies, they were a bit paunchy. Okay. Not all of them, but some of them were, this wasn't exactly the top tier. This wasn't like winning the dance competitions. This was like the leftovers. Okay. And so that trip, we stayed at a hotel called the Dolphin. And I remember me and a bunch of fat chicks in Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy outfits. These were like tan military outfits, and they were hot, and we were sweating through them, even as children. We looked like a regiment of soldiers that the government would just try out like some, mind control drug on, like just the forgotten platoon of soldiers that like no one would even go back for. Like, leave them. They're all dead. Just say they're dead. We'll tell their parents they're dead, There was no Saving Private Ryan for this group. Tell you that much. If you took a look at us, we were done. And we would take a boat from the Dolphin to Disney World every day, and just chubby kids sweating through tan, weird military uniforms. And then we would go to this stage by the bathrooms and flail around in the heat, and fat tourists would stare at us while they were on the line for the bathroom, while they were choking down a churro, and they would just stare at us, and we would dance. And then afterwards, there was like very little clapping, which is so embarrassing. It was kind of like people were like, And then we would do it again like 5 minutes later. That we would keep doing the same number. So we didn't have any other number. We keep doing the same number. And they had already seen it. So now like they would look away. Now they would now no one even had cell phones. So they couldn't even look at their phone. They were just literally staring at other things. And like we would be performing to people's backs to us. So that was a low point in my life that even Splash Mountain couldn't fix. Splash Mountain was fun. But I remembered as I was coming down Splash Mountain, I'm like, oh, this is life for most people. It's just drudgery and hell. And you get one moment of weightlessness where water is sprayed in your face. And then they hand you a picture and they go, get the fuck out. And that's what happened to us. So if you connect with Disney World like some of my friends do, and they're good people, Jared Logan, a friend of mine who's a comedian, made a great point. He goes, Disney is the first culture that you're introduced to as a child, but it shouldn't be the last. You should go and find other things that speak to you as well. Don't be like my friend Michael, who goes, I don't like movies or TV. And I'm like, why? He's like, I don't like fake shit. He's like, sports has all the drama you need. He goes, all the drama you need is in sports. Nothing can compete with sports. Okay. Nothing, not a novel, nothing. Nothing can compete with a playoff game. That's it. And I'm not knocking sports. I get how engrossing sports is and for fucking great reason. But come on. So those are my experiences personally with Disney World. So I had a couple on my tour bus once because I was a tour guide in New York City. And they got on and they had Disney shirts on. And it's very interesting when you meet people who, they don't only enjoy Disney World, it's their brand. It's who they are as people. And when you're older, you should realize that, oh, that's not Goofy. That's a person who's dying in 100-degree weather in a suit with probably a rash that is now bleeding. And they're not being paid well. They probably don't have health insurance. They're about to pass out. That's best case. Worst case, they're fucking a pedophile copping feels all day. You know there's a few of them in there that are like, look at me. I got it. So, by the way, that would be great. How many people have been asked to leave Disney because of those issues? Where's that? Where's that article? Julie K. Brown, Miami Herald, Jane Mayer. How about you go down there? You know, if you need, go get a potato and put a Marlboro Light in its mouth and watch that and then press play on your phone.